I'm going to, wow, especially this is a great time to do this because of the event. So, the event is actually really going to help me, I think. Events are good times to do stuff like this because you can, I mean, you get these or these event items, and they're pretty useless for a lot of things. I mean, you can't keep them past the event time, so it's good to just get them and use them up when you can. So I'm going to possibly end up using some of these on the time space. So what I need to do is just get a few items together to help me. Um, so I'm going to buy some Nostale Guardian Angels just in case my pet dies. I want it to be able to revive. So I'm also going to buy, well, I'll just buy 100 of these. You can never really have too many. And then, what else do we want? What else do we want? Probably some kind of food. I might want to just buy some chicken. How much do these cost? 5,000 for 50 of them. And I've got a bunch of potions. What I could do is I'm probably going to check the Nos Bazaar really quick. Just since I mean, I have a decent weapon now, level 30. I mean, it's rare level 0, but it's pretty good. I'm going to check for armor, just so if I can find something for a few thousand gold, then it's probably going to be worth it. Oh, hey, there's some potions here too. I'll take those. And let's do armor, magician, and 21 to 30. So 9,000, 50,000, definitely not. What else do we have? 31 to 40. Level 32 for 1,000. I'll buy one of those, sure. Now, do I buy the level, what was it, 27 for 1,000? 9,000, I mean. I don't know what I said, but yeah, it's 9,000. Hmm, probably. Well, you know what? Yeah, let's just do it. I don't even care. I'm gonna make this money back on my first attempt doing a cuby raid anyway, so, or my first successful attempt, I should say. Yeah, 115,000 roughly, so it's definitely worth it if you're doing something like this to spend a little bit of money, make sure you don't actually fail, because failing would be a lot worse. It would actually be a waste of time then. Not just wasting money, you're wasting time as well. So, well, this sucks. Let me get this quest or talk to Jericho at least. See if I can get this arrow to go away. Okay, good. Because, I mean, not that you can't do it if there's an arrow above you, but just makes it a little less complicated or a little less confusing. Because if you do this when you have an arrow above you, then there's two arrows pointing in different directions, and you just have to remember which one's which. I kind of wish I had more quest items, but oh well. Alright, it's still pointing me up this way. Let's go up here. Just check this place really quick. It's probably going to be up here though. Oh no, it's not. Uh, hmm. I assume that I can do it up here. Alright, so I think my antler hat. Ooh, yeah, I gotta go down there and get that. Oh, my pet is trying to get it as well. Yeah, the cure is definitely worth getting. The mandras are also 300 gold each, so that's 600, 1200 gold total from that. All right, let me see if I can do this. Also, I did just something to check before you do this. Oh crap, I forgot to get the actual materials that you need. That's fine. But something else to check is the potions that you need. Um, and I can't tell you which potions to get because it depends on your level and what you're doing exactly. But for this one, at this level, the small healing potions and the medium healing potions I have should be fine. I don't think I'll have any issues with that. I was considering selling these huge recovery potions, but since I got enough money from Mount, I don't think that I need to. Since I'll probably end up using some of those potions anyway. Okay, so new moons. How much are these? These are pretty expensive, to be honest. Let's go for 30 of them, sure. And then small bean. I think you only need 2 new moons, but I'm just going to be safe. So these are 7,500 per attempt. We'll just go pretty big, go 180. I'm sure I'll use them eventually. And now, before I leave again, let me just make sure I have everything. Okay, the raid time space, I'm going to need more of those. I mean, I'm probably only going to do 1 right now, but just want to make sure I have enough for when I do them. Let me just buy the rest of these since they're pretty cheap right now. Get the price back up to 500. There we go. All right, now we can go back and now we can attempt it. I've got 4 cures, which is pretty good. I'm gonna try not to use those unless I have to. Although you could argue it's better to use the event items than normal potions and stuff, but I also feel like you should be saving those for kind of an emergency since they heal so much and since I don't have very many of them. All right, let's go up this way. Yeah, I always have a tough time deciding when I want to use event items. Although the Halloween candy that we usually get, like the orange and black candy, is always pretty good. I used to use those all the time just because they would drop so often. Seems like these ones don't drop that often, but I could be wrong. Okay, so something else to note is I also required 10 seeds of power to enter and 2 to create the time space. So, yeah, I'll have to keep that in mind. I'm going to need more pretty soon. Unless I actually get some from this time space, which is possible. Another thing I could have done is probably looked at the skills that I have and tried to maybe learn some more. Just because, I mean, I'm level 15, I have some money, so actually I don't have much money anymore. I pretty much spent it all. But after I sell the cuby seal from this time space, if I succeed, then I'll have some money and probably go try and buy some skills. Or not necessarily buy new skills. I mean, it's not that important that I get more skills. It's mostly just being able to upgrade the things that I have. Like I'll probably try and upgrade my basic attack and maybe some other stuff as well. All right. My pet is dying, unfortunately. All right. Yeah, he's only level 17. And I don't have a pet XP booster at the moment, which is unfortunate. I maybe should have bought one of those. But oh well. Yeah, I kind of wish I would have had one of those, but hopefully my pet will just get some experience and level up. Since, especially during this time space, I level up as well. So yeah, I'm already at 7% just from a few rooms, and there are quite a few rooms in this time space. You don't have to kill things in all of them, but I think most of them you actually do have to kill everything. Oh yeah, I kind of wish I had more AoE skills. I have that one, this one, but it only attacks things in a small range. I think the other one, where it's like a circle around me, might be worth getting. I don't know. We'll have to see. But yeah, this time space takes a while. Not too long, I guess. I have a time limit of 18 minutes. So might be a little while to complete it, but not too long. I don't think that time limit goes up either, but I could be wrong. But yeah, it's I have always tried to do this time space just for mostly just for money, but there were times before they changed the XP rates, there were times that the XP was more important or just as important as the money you get from the time space. Just because you had to do a lot of grinding outside of the time spaces to be able to do the quests. You had to grind in between each time space. And I think that was one of the major improvements they made to the game, is you don't have to sit there and grind outside of time spaces as much. Oh, we just have to wait here. Okay, I'm gonna try and hide back in this corner here so that if enemies come up, they will attack the NPC first. As an archer, I would probably, or a swordsman, I would probably take a different approach, but being as a mage, I can heal things. I'm not too worried about him dying. Alright. Yeah, I'm also getting a ton of stuff from this quest, or from this time space. Just random items, which are always useful to have. Also, if you're wondering where I got all these potions from, it's from doing instant combat, which I've done some before. I don't do it that often, but I do it occasionally. I mean, I feel like if you have the time to do instant combat and there's an instant combat coming up, then you should always just go for it. It's probably one of the fastest money-making methods in the game. Although, at different levels, it becomes, or at certain levels and certain classes, it becomes difficult to get all the reward points. So, you know, it's not always the perfect way of making money, but it's usually, almost always, is pretty good. Alright, empty room here. So we pretty much, in this time space, go in a giant circle. We started kind of at the bottom, and then we go up to the right, then up to the left, and then to the left, and then down. So that's kind of how you can track some of your progress of where you're at. It looks like we're roughly a quarter of the way through at the moment, because we went from the bottom to the right side. But that's not a perfect way of of knowing where you're at, because some of the rooms are empty and some are not, so I don't know. We're up to 6 cures already, which is pretty good. I might want to consider starting to use them instead of there's another one. Instead of using the chicken and potions that I have been using. But I don't know. I like to usually get a pretty good chunk of them and like try and stay up to a certain number of them. So I might try to get like 10 or 20 of them, and then I can use them up until I'm down to 10 or 20 again, and then I can save up on them a little bit more. I just usually I want to have like a stockpile of them so that if I get into trouble or I really need to do a time space quickly or something, then I'm able to use them rather than using all of them and then not having any in an emergency situation. All right. Let me just keep using chicken. Maybe I'll try to keep about 10 of them. And then once I get over 10, that's when I can start using them. Come on. Yeah, my pet's level 18. It's getting up there pretty quick. I considered, so the Nostale food that you can use to level it up is, I think it's about 12,000 gold each. And I was definitely considering buying some of them. Yeah. I decided not to. I don't know. I don't know why. Mostly probably because I just feel like I can level it up myself. The question is, will it ever get close to being my level? And I don't know. And he's stuck. There we go.